G'day, it's Jeff here, and here we are at the entrance again with yet another show that they've got on there. This time it's a hot rod show, and they've got all these modified cars there that are dating back to the early 1900s. Like that one there, for instance, probably around 1920, I'd imagine. And of course it wouldn't have come out with that V8 in it, and probably not with that paint job or the nice interior on there. And I don't think those wheels would have been real standard on that tea bucket back in its day. But yeah, they're all good to look at, these machines. These guys put all their time and effort and a bucket load of money into these machines to cruise around and display them off. And I was talking to one of the guys there, and he said that these guys are all in a club, and they get their girls to go along with them, and they all go out and cruise around to different locations and have a great time. Some of the locations can be several hours of driving, but they just get in them and drive them. I didn't see not a single trailer in sight, so they do actually get them in there and drive them around. Anyway, this guy that I was talking to, he was telling me that his particular car was a Ford 32 model, and he modified the chassis on it and all the drive line, the transmission and the differential on it to make it so that the V8 could not have any problems with driving the machine around. And he was saying that his machine probably puts out 350 horsepower, and the machine weighed about 1,200 kilos, and as you can imagine, the power to rate's pretty good there. This one we're looking at now, that's a Holden Tirana with a V8 and a supercharger on it. Normally that would be coming out with a little 6-cylinder engine in it, and probably modest horsepower on that. Yeah, I just couldn't believe how much time that these guys put into these vehicles. They're just so clean and tidy. That engine fits in there nicely. And actually this guy here, he invited my kids to go and sit inside this car, but they didn't want to sit in there because they didn't want to dirty his nice clean interior there. And looks quite effective, that nice bright green colour. And the roof has been chopped very severely there, probably about 10 centimetres on the roof there. Looked a very tidy unit. In fact, the whole show was just pretty amazing with all these cars around. Although those two Fords there, they hadn't been modified too much by the looks of them, but they were kept all nice and clean and tidy anyway. Always good to look at the engines in these machines. Whole array and display of machines there. There's some girls cruising around. They were hot rod girls apparently, and I accidentally took a photo of them at one stage there. And back to the cars again. Nice blue car there with his fold-up bonnet. That was I guess pretty much the standard type bonnet, and he managed to fit the engine underneath the bonnet. Good old Corvette. It's another Ford. Yeah, this one's a Harley with a few murals and a lot of chrome bits all over it. Look quite nice. And yeah, he probably cruises around this as well. Very shiny, very nice. And like with this show, they had a bit of music going on in the background as well. It was mainly rock and roll type music. It was all good though. There's another bike there with the Grim Reaper on the tank, all these skulls and things all over it. Nice chrome work everywhere. Spending a bucket load of money on these as well. And I think this guy, he must have owned this car that's next to that bike there, because basically it's got a picture of the bike on the bonnet, and also a Sexey Sheila on the bonnet there as well. Some murals all over this one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed a look at that, and yeah, you should get down to the entrance sometime. There might be something else happening next weekend. Anyway, I'll catch up with you next time. Bye now.